Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, coming to you today with another edition of Hollywood's Hot Topics. And today I want to talk to you about the Money in the Bank briefcase and contract that is in WWE. This past Monday on Raw, Bobby Lashley defeated The Miz for the WWE Championship. And the reason that is important is because The Miz won the WWE Championship by cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. The unfortunate part about it is that The Miz only held the WWE Championship for a mere 8 days. And to me, with that short of a title reign, it really devalued the Money in the Bank briefcase. Um, and last year, I won't even date back to last June. The concept of the Money in the Bank ladder match last year, going through Titan Towers and all that jazz, it was a really great concept, but it was poorly executed. Not to mention, the original Money in the Bank holder lost the briefcase. If your memory serves you correct, Otis won the Money in the Bank ladder match last year. And he held it, I don't know, for, 4 or 5 months and then lost it to The Miz in a very, very silly storyline. And to me, that also devalued the Money in the Bank briefcase. Um, because, in my opinion, whoever wins the Money in the Bank ladder match should get an automatic, shot at the title. They shouldn't have to defend the briefcase. To me, that's not what it's about for me. And so Otis losing really devalued it for me because there was another time that somebody else lost the briefcase in a match, and that was when Mr. Kennedy lost it to Edge. But Mr. Kennedy was injured and had to be written off television. So that's a completely different situation. Um, I really feel like the last few years, the ladder match has lost its luster and has lost its excitement because I was going back and doing my math, and I believe in the last 4 to 5 years, the briefcase holder has failed the cash in. By shenanigans, I might add you. They didn't lose in a straight up match. They lost to somebody interfering or lost to somebody screwing them over, whatever the deal may be. And in my opinion, it's just really lost the original excitement and the original value that it once had. The Money in the Bank ladder match started in 2005, and it really propelled a lot of careers. I mean, you had Edge, you had Rob Van Dam, Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Daniel Bryan. Those are guys that really benefited from winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And even CM Punk would tell you, he benefited greatly from winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. He did it 2 years in a row and won the title. Um, so I think what needs to change, because right now, in my opinion, the Money in the Bank ladder match and the briefcase idea have run its course. I don't see any more value in it and don't see the concept being beneficial. Now, if you want to make it beneficial and you want to make it valuable again, this is my idea. Every year that the Money in the Bank pay per view takes place. You have a women's ladder match and you have a men's ladder match, which is what they're doing now. However, the participants that are involved in this match, they all need to be participants that have never held the WWE or Universal Championship, or on the women's side, they've never held the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship. There needs to be new, fresh faces every single year. Because, quite frankly, that's the only way you're going to grow the business, grow the brand, grow the TV shows, whatever it might be. But they need to find a way to start getting new stars into the forefront. So I'm going to give you an example. I will give you an example. So let's say that there's a men's Money in the Bank ladder match this year. You have 8 guys, 4 on Raw, 4 on SmackDown. Say on SmackDown you have Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, and Apollo Crews. Or maybe even Sami Zayn. We'll throw Sami Zayn in the mix. On the Raw side, say you have... the Raw side's kind of tough. Say you have Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, Damian Priest, and John Morrison. None of those guys, all those guys I just mentioned, have never held the WWE or Universal Championship. Now on the women's side, oh boy, that's a good one. Because you have a lot of women that have never held the Raw or SmackDown women's title. You have Shayna Baszler, you have Rhea Ripley, you have Liv Morgan, you have Ruby Riott, you have Peyton Royce, you have Mandy Rose, you have Tamina, you have Billie Kay. I mean, you have all these women that have never held the Raw or women's, Raw or SmackDown women's championship. So, really at this point, if you want to get the Money in the Bank ladder match and the briefcase and all that good stuff, if you want to get it back on track, you have to put brand new people at the forefront of it. You need to get all these people who have never been world champion in this match. That's the only way it's going to bring back its luster, its excitement, its energy, its value. I think they need to do a hard reset with the Money in the Bank ladder match, or they need to scrap it and try something else. I personally would love to see the old format of King of the Ring, and the winner of the King of the Ring tournament getting a WWE or Universal Championship match at SummerSlam. That would be my preference. But a lot of people love the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. Like I said, the Money in the Bank briefcase for me really is irrelevant and meaningless at this point. So I would love to see WWE find a way to make it worth something again. Because right now it ain't worth nothing. When your briefcase holder who cashes it in only has the title for 8 days, that's a problem. That's a big problem, and I would like to see it changed. Um, if you guys are listening to this, I would love to hear your thoughts below. Love to hear any, comments, questions, concerns, differing opinions. I'm not sure how you feel about the Money in the Bank briefcase, but that's just how I feel about it right now. Um, and hopefully, my feelings this summer will change on it once another ladder match happens. So, with that being said, as always, my name is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, or HollywoodsWorldOfSports.com. And as always, remember, controversy doesn't come without criticism.